story. You have no good story to tell. I left my clothes on that cold river rock, my cares and my woes rolled up in my socks. I laid down in that mountain stream, the icy water rushed over. If you knew my story, my heaven and my hell. If you knew my story, you have a good story to tell. Tell me I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. Many paths have broken from lesser ways, I know. I'm born to carry more than I can. Even though I stumble, even though I fall, you'll never see me crumble, you'll never see me crawl. If you knew my story, through the water from my well. If you knew my story, you have a good story to tell me I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. I stumbled, oh, I fall. You'll never see me crumble, you'll never see me
Well, look how you've grown.
Hey!
So good to see you, son. Win the war all by yourself?
I had a little help.
Well, I salute you.
Then you salute us all.
Hi, Billy.
Look who I'm visiting with.
Margot, is that you? You've grown every which of the way.
I was delivering a book your daddy ordered.
Now, Daddy, have you been reading yet?
I have.
Daddy, I've warned you about reading. That could make you smart.
I know. Call the hillbilly police.
Mr. Kane, Billy's been sending me his stories from overseas, and I've got a stack of them all edited.
And I got published in Stars and Stripes.
Really?
Did you get my latest?
I sure did. You can come by the bookstore and pick it up.
Well, what you think?
You don't have to know everything all at once.
Margot, that is so you. Oh, and is Mama inside? Or are you making her plow again, Daddy?
Billy, I've got to get back.
What's gotten into her, and where is Mama? Mama! What is that?
Always remember, son. We had a visitor while you were away. Unwelcome as he was, he came on one day. Sat down quietly at your mother's side. She laughed with him sometime in the night. She's gone. You know how much she loved you, son. She had no fear of death. She overwhelmed peacefully. She just closed her eyes, drifted off to sleep. She's gone. She's gone. You know how much she loved you, son. Let's walk on over there and lay the rose upon her grave. Why don't you pick floor butter, son? They were her favorite. Here she is, under the old oak tree.
You bought her a gravestone, Angel.
There's this lovely one in the back of Joy Wolf's garage. She made me a deal on it as a courtesy.
It's beautiful.
Aller's speaking tonight. We'll see what they have to say.
Mama, when I was in mud up to my knees, I thought it'd be you more than me. Not this way, right? And I'm sorry that Daddy put an angel on your grave. You used to make fun of people for doing that. You said you'd rather let your deeds speak for your time here on earth. Mama, thank you for the way you raised me. The way you spoke. Your parlance around the house made me a curious lover of words. And you always pointed me toward the writers who used them well. Do you remember when you had me copy stories out of the Asheville Southern Journal? Just so I know what it'd feel like to write well? I made it home. Just like you always said I would. But I didn't think homecoming would be this cruel. You are my mama, and I place my hand here to touch you now and forever.
She's gone. She's gone. You know how much she loved you, son.
Here it is, Max. Since when did you become such an avid reader?
Since you took over the bookstore and you quit working at the soda shop, I lost 3 pounds. Say, Margot, would you like to go to the movies sometime?
I don't want you to spend your money on
Be
me.
cheaper than buying all these books. Hi, Billy.
Margaret, sorry it took me a while to make it in.
I thought it might. How are things with Daddy?
He's doing better. It's strange. We both swear we can hear a call out to us sometimes.
And how are you doing?
Well, I started writing again. That brings me comfort. A thesaurus. Are you writing now, Margot?
No. Max just returned it. Thought it was a book about dinosaurs. Oh, and Billy, I read the story you sent me.
I've been wondering about that. What'd you think?
Well, started out great, but
Oh,
then it got better and better.
it did.
Billy, you've grown up, and so has your writing. Now, I caught a few typos and retacked one heavy bond. In fact, I retacked them all!
Thank you. Thank you. Margot, I've been thinking. What if I submitted some of my stories to the Asheville Southern Journal?
Oh, Billy, yes! Yes! You were always so tentative about it. What made you decide that?
the way I must follow my own bright star.
Edna, you still have that special delivery stamp I've been saving? We sure do.
Oh, I'm not gonna mail them, Margot. I am hand-carrying them to Asheville and sleeping like a dog on their doorstep until I get published.
Well, good luck with it.
Many a long old night I hurled out in the dark, but I made a vow if I ever made it out, I'd follow my own bright star to shine for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star to shine for me, and one day I'll shine for you.
For what it's worth, I'll miss you.
You never know what life will bring, only what you bring to life. Hopes and dreams and fantasies, they happen in their own good time. I've seen a weak man rise, I've seen a strong man cry. I have learned that pride they can turn into the darkest night. Bright star, you shine for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. There's always a song to sing, a melody in the dark. Lifts my spirits every time I lose, comforts my aching heart. Bright star, keep shining for me and see me through. Keep shining for me, I'm on my way. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. Hello, is this the Asheville Southern Journal?
Good question, because this sign is often wrong.
If somebody wanted to submit some stories to your magazine,
Let me hand them to the nice man.
And then wave them goodbye.
wait, why wave a goodbye?
Because our editor, Miss Alice Murphy, is one of the keenest editors in America. The New Yorker magazine sent people down here to try and hire her away.
But she wanted to stay right here in North Carolina.
Well, that's good.
Not for young tadpoles like you.
She once made Ernest Hemingway cry. He lay right there, banged his fists on the floor, and sobbed.
Why?
He used a comma to join two independent clauses.
Look, I came all the way from Hayes Creek and I gotta get back,
So
so
aren't we busy?
can I pick up my stories tomorrow?
Look, you think we're going to read them by tomorrow, if at all?
I'm sorry, but we don't even read young writers anymore without a walking letter of recommendation.
Now where did that door go? Oh, there it is.
Thomas Wolfe read them.
Thomas Wolfe.
He read them and wrote me back saying I had talent. I sent them to him last year.
You can leave your stories here. I'm a great admirer of Thomas Wolfe.
Thank you. I will tell him you said that. You must be Miss Murphy.
I don't have to be, but I am.
I'll wait to hear from you. I'm William Kane.
I'm writing your name down. William.
Mr. Ames, hand me those stories. I'm going to read them.
Why?
Because he's a liar. And liars sometimes make very good storytellers. Now, what about the new submissions?
We have several. Carl Sandburg,
We certainly should look at that.
Tennessee Williams,
A very promising new lad of this.
and one from Joseph Aldequin.
Another one, he's always terrible.
Miss Murphy, it's time I tell you. Joseph Aldequin is my pen name.
Oh, well, maybe you've improved. I'll take a look at it.
Don't bother.
Miss Murphy, there's a dance at the Shining Penny tonight.
And
Those officers returning home keep asking about you.
When a female walks in that place, there isn't a head that doesn't swivel.
no, tonight I want to cozy up to a few unnecessary adverbs and cut their heads off.
I've heard stories about you, Miss Murphy. You weren't always such a wallflower.
No, not always.
The whole world was rejoicing about the war being over.
You should come out and celebrate too. Come with us, just this once.
Way back in the day, I would have gone with you. Way back in the day, you could not have kept me away. I was the life of the party. I was happy and carefree, dancing on the floor with everybody. He was next to me. We'd sing and we'd sway to every song together. Way back in the day, I could not wait to get away. Moonlight, music from across the river, calling, playing through the night. I would run barefoot through the sounds of summer to be with everyone. Way back in the day, you would have asked me. Way back in the day, I'd be the first one to say, oh, where you waiting for? It's always on outside of your door. I won't take no for an answer. You're coming out with me. Now that's a sight. The mayor's son with his sleeves rolled up repairing an icebox.
Well, if it isn't the little princess of Zebulon. Princess? What is the matter with repairing an icebox?
Jimmy Ray, an icebox has no moving parts. My granny could repair an icebox. There's ice and a box. You're just showing off your muscles.
Keep talking, Alice Murphy. I'm curious how your mind works.
Okay, you remind me of Adonis. You know who Adonis is?
Well, I sure do, and he's a Greek god.
Well, you remind me of him. In fact, you remind me of the myth of Adonis when he repaired the icebox.
Ever think you might be too smart for this town?
All the time.
What makes you so sure?
I entered an essay contest in Raleigh. First prize was $5, and I won it.
What was it about?
I wrote about how there should be a rebirth of Southern writers, all writing about the Southern way, and that's how we can make our voices known.
I don't know how a group of judges from Raleigh could turn that down.
They couldn't. I took that $5 and put it toward my college fund.
Well, how much do you have in your college fund?
$5? Want a biscuit?
Oh, I wouldn't mind having a biscuit.
Your hands are dirty. You don't want to eat a dirty biscuit.
You better feed it to me, then.
Now, you and I were thinking the exact same thing.
You've got a little wildcat about you, Alice Murphy.
What's that book?
Hey there, that's It's F. Scott Fitzgerald. He's a new writer.
I know who he is. The beautiful and damned. Is that us, Jimmy?
Damned if I know, but you sure are beautiful. I just finished reading it, so you keep it.
If my daddy sees the title, he'll kill me.
We'll read it under the covers.
So, who are you going to take to the couple's day dance?
Well, I don't know yet.
Well, I'm standing right here in front of you.
That's not proper. You asking me.
I read in a book once that sometimes you have to plant an idea in a boy's head.
Well, might be a pretty smart book. You're a young girl, and you gotta know better than to be here. What would everybody think? Oh, my man, back up slowly, get away from you. Oh, my friend, you're going to get a shot and have fun, and they'll hide in the shadow, fall out of trees, wait by your window, whisper, bless you when you sleep. Someone will look at you just like this. Someone will ask you for a kiss. You're a smart girl when you fool with somebody. I'm a smart guy, and I know that it won't be me.
We'll see.
Oh, my second before you set your sights on me. I'm a restless small town boy with a hard head out of the big city. Someone will take you in just like so. Someone would never want to let you go. Someone will put you on a pedestal. Someone will tell you you're incredible.
I mean, I'm girl, and I wanna go dancing. Wanna hit this world with a dance before you down. Somebody take a hair and put a t-shirt on. Somebody take me there, but how about her? Someone will want for you to walk her home. Someone will want a little time alone. Someone will wait as long as it takes for you.
You're a sweet girl, wrap a man around your pinky. On your feet, girl, keep going 'cause it won't be me.
Somebody will buzz around me like a fuzzy bone.
Whoa, go slow, mama, pretty as a daisy. Smell like a rose, make a man crazy. But it won't be me.
I'm home.
Where you been? You should have been here, open in the kitchen. Where'd you go? Another of mine, don't worry me so. You're the black sheep, a little lost lamb. Should have raised you with a perversion. Black sheep, a little lost lamb.
All you ever do is press the lamb. Shame, shame, shame on you. There ain't no limit to the trouble you brew.
Shame on me. You make a mockery of the family.
You're the black sheep, a little lost lamb. And you can love me just the way I am. I pray that you will change your ways. I don't like
You've got to start toeing the line.
That's all I ever do around here is toe the line. Do right, do right, do right, do right for me. It's a lot better than do without do right for me. Do right, do right, do right, do right for me. Stand for the family.
This is what I'm gonna have to bring you in.
Do right, do right, do right, do right for me. It's a lot better than do right for me. Stand for the family. Alice, right? Help show the peas. I have to show the peas.
The Lord gave us those peas, Alice.
Why do you have to put them in pods?
Don't you ever question the Lord.
I'm not questioning him. I'm just saying maybe some of my ideas are better.
Black sheep,
No lost there.
raise you with the front of our hand. Black sheep,
No lost there.
raise you with the back of my hand.
Jimmy Ray, supposed to be here a while ago.
Oh, sorry, Dad. I'm not fixing those ice box.
Can you believe my son? I'm trying to hand over an empire to this boy, and he's out fixing an icebox. What's that?
An application for college? What I've been thinking about it.
4 years away from home when everything you need to learn is right within these walls? Your grandfather taught me, and I'll teach you. That chain will stop me
Hey,
broken.
Daddy, I understand, but I thought we discussed it.
Stanford, do I sense a disinclination?
It's none of my business, man.
Well, there's a whole world outside of Zebulon, and I want to get to know it.
Who are you getting this from? Well, that book you've been reading.
Well, I gave it away.
Good. But that jazz agent thanks someone else.
Mayor, the Conklins.
The Conklins in Charlotte. Well, what about it?
They've got a beautiful daughter. Oh,
Well, a daughter with resources.
Stanford, what exactly isn't your business?
the Conklins are a family of produce trucks that drive across the state. And we are the second biggest purveyors of produce for 300 miles.
So you want me to marry someone over drugs?
That's an equation they'll teach you in college.
Well, where's the romance in that?
Romance.
I have no comment.
No comment. What do you think that was?
Just have lunch with her.
I couldn't do that. I know their daughter. She's a donut.
Doesn't have to be her. Wilson's in Winston-Salem have a daughter and a very active horse.
Oh, I know. I've met her. She is indistinguishable from the horses.
How about down on the west? The daughter of tobacco. She plays the banjo. All right.
Daddy, I can carry on a conversation with any one of them.
You don't have to carry on a conversation. Have you ever seen me carry on a conversation with your mother?
It ain't necessary.
And that is a tragedy.
Son, the way it works is that business is handed down and we marry conveniently in order to live well.
Don't break the chain. Right, Daddy?
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. What a man's gotta do what he's got to. Oh, well-bred wife with a silver spoon knife can buy you bread twice as good as you do. I remember when I was your age, back when I was settling down. Your mother and I were engaged, and I opened up a bank account. You can't expect the future to be just like the past. You haven't got a future, please try to understand. When I stood tall, side by side with your grandpa, there was just nothing at all we couldn't do.
With all due respect, I observe and I object. There's no rush for me to step
Just let me go now. You can let me serve you. What can I get through to you?
Billy, Daryl and I read your stories.
Yes, I thought they were extraordinary.
Really? Extraordinary?
Oh, I'm sorry, I said that too fast. I meant extraordinary.
Don't mind Daryl. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
My nerves are jittery enough already.
A shot of vodka?
I don't drink.
Billy, if you want to be a writer, you need to learn how to drink alcohol and feel sorry for yourself. We'll see you one night, shiny thing.
Going.
Well, Mr. Kane, it is very rare for a young writer to make it past our gatekeeper, Mr. Ames. Your Thomas Wolfe letter certainly helped. He wrote you last year.
Yes, Thomas was very kind to me.
Thomas Wolfe letters are extremely rare. Did you bring it with you? I'm dying to see it.
I'm never far from it.
If I were you, I would protect this letter. Could be very valuable one day.
Thank you, ma'am.
It is indeed valuable already, since Thomas Wolfe died 7 years ago.
I must have missed that. Well, then you can imagine how hard it was to get that letter. Are you sure?
I'm as sure as he is. He's buried right here in Asheville.
Miss Murphy, I'm just doing what I had to. I never would have made it through that door.
Clearly. Here are your stories back, Mr. Kane.
Did you read them at all, Miss Murphy?
Like I said, here are your stories back. Except for this one, which I am buying from you for $10.
But I thought you said...
I am not publishing it, but I am investing in you. You have a flair, Mr. Kane, not for the surge of war, but for gentleness and tenderness, and also the well-timed lie. You write well.
Do you mean that, Miss Murphy?
I don't have time to be handing out compliments I don't mean. But you'll write better once you find your voice. You need to find the sweeping tale of pain and redemption in the people you know and in the people you meet.
$10, I'm rich!
Margot,
Oh, hi, Max. What is it?
these things are always hard. I think it's time for me to move on.
From what?
Us. I hope you understand. It's not you, it's me.
She's got it ready. But if the voice is let her say, every alone is a new dress. Tomorrow, I turn 21. I've known Billy Kane since I was 6, and it's time he sees me in a new way. That's the woman I am. Good for you. Billy's back from Asheville today. He said he was coming back here with a surprise. A present. Something he got there. Is it really starting in Asheville? Oh, Billy, I'm so happy for you!
Wow, Margot, the bookstore looks spick and span.
Just made room for a new magazine rack.
Well, that's appropriate.
Oh. How?
I've got something for you.
You said you did. I was wondering.
It's my new address.
Oh.
In Asheville. I'm gonna live there and write there.
Are you sure that's $10 from the Asheville Southern Journal?
Not published yet, but...
Oh, Billy, that's so exciting! A real adventure.
still send you my stories. That all right?
Of course. You're gonna need someone to cash that check.
Cash it? I'm gonna frame it.
If you frame it, you can't cash it.
Hello and goodbye. Will you miss me?
Like I miss trouble.
Did you ever think you'd be selling a magazine with one of my stories in it?
Yes.
Oh, Margot, I could almost kiss you.
When you get to Asheville, ride me if you will. Tell me how you're doing, how it's
Did anyone see you slip away?
Not a person. Anyone see you?
I don't care who sees me with you.
You don't care who sees you with anybody. I heard you had tea at Magnolia House with Old Compton.
Oh, Daddy made it. He thinks it's good business.
You made me dance with her too.
Well, Daddy still thinks we're living in the old South.
Well, aren't we? This is Hicksville, Jimmy Ray. We're the Hicks in the Bill if we don't get out. So, what was she like? Ola Conklin?
Well, she sneaked rum in her tea.
Well, that's something to her credit.
Why are you favoriting her? You should be jealous.
Not me. I gotta believe in myself, don't I?
Are you playing me like a fiddle, Alice Murphy?
I'm not playing.
Alice! Alice! Where's that girl?
I think she went down by the river.
She sure is down by the river an awful lot, and she never takes her rod reel.
I think she's catching a fish anyway.
Alice!
Yes, Daddy, it's almost dark. I gotta get back.
Better than holding you close to me like this.
I'll be in trouble if they stay up late together.
10 more minutes in my arms won't do any harm.
What could be better than holding you close to me? I can't imagine improving this moment at all.
If I asked you for a kiss,
How could I resist?
if you said this was heaven, I would not disagree. Could be better than holding you close to me like this.
Since I turned 16.
Life is striking if I'm alive. You're all that I need. Let me stay here forever. I don't want to go home. Better than holding you close to me like this. Everything else inside of my heart. Like this, like me, if I'm blind. You're the one I want.
It's definitely a malady that we see around here sometimes that affects young women. You're about 11 weeks pregnant.
Oh, Lord.
It's not the Lord that did it. That only happened once that I know of. You've been running around, Alice Murphy.
I don't call it running around. Love is not running
Does he love you?
I think he does.
Alice, when you tell him about this, you will know.
Well, Dr. Norquist, Zebulon has 1,000 eyes and one single tiny mind. How can trouble and happiness walk hand in hand?
They sometimes do.
What should I do now?
Come back in several weeks. I can handle this on account for a while. And don't worry, you can trust me with this news.
Hope you don't love her.
What is it, Daddy?
Jimmy Ray, you the father of Alice Murphy's child?
Well, it's conceivable.
Jimmy Ray, you, Ellen,
She's going to have a baby?
it appears she is.
Well, then I should go see her.
And what?
Well, then tell her I love her.
You don't mean that. Now, you might think you do, but you're young, Jimmy
I
Ray.
know those feelings, those misleading ones. I felt them before, but with Alice, I see her, and it's different. It's got special qualities that I've never
Special qualities. Those special qualities exist in your imagination. And the last thing we need is you dragging around Calabride and a child everywhere we do business. You let me take care of this.
Dad, I'll handle this myself. It's my right and my responsibility. Into our blissful Eden.
This baby destroyed Jimmy Ray's career. I thought you loved my son.
I do.
North Carolina doesn't abide illicit couple.
Alice, Jimmy Ray will ask to marry him. You must say no. He's still just a boy. But if you wait just a year, he'll be one of the leaders of Zebulon and eventually all of North Carolina.
This renown, there are people who wouldn't do business with him.
You wouldn't do that to Jimmy Ray.
Of course I would. Of course.
Well, then you must wait.
Wait, Alice Murphy. Wait.
Go to the cabin in the woods.
Stay there till you find peace.
Gonna make you a sweater and dress you up so fine. And we'll always be together. I'll keep your hand in mine. If you're like your daddy, handsome, strong, and true. If you're like your daddy, all the girls will be chasing you. My baby, I can't wait to see you. Oh, Jimmy Ray,
Yes, you look like you're standing in the moonbeam.
that's the way I feel.
I came because I want to set things right. Marry me. Will you marry me, Alice Murphy?
Yes, Jimmy Ray.
Yes.
Yes. But we can't right now. Not right away.
What? Why?
People in this town always looking at us sideways.
Oh, I don't care about that.
So many reasons. Dr. Norquist offered me a cabin just for a short while where I won't be seen. It's the only thing that makes sense
Why
for
are you
me.
giving me trouble, Alice?
Don't you know I'm always going to give you trouble? Oh,
What else?
well, Jimmy Ray, it felt like a butterfly.
I can't wait to meet you, shake your little hand. If you're like your mama, you'll make me a happy man. I'm gonna make you a promise to love you for all time. I'm gonna make you a promise to keep your hand in mine. My baby, I can't wait to see you. My baby, I can't wait to see you.
Miss Murphy asked me to meet her here. Am I being sent home? It's been 12 weeks and I haven't published anything.
She's on her way.
That sounded scary.
Daryl can make anything sound scary. Show him, Daryl.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Mr. Kane, your latest submission is a bit of a mess. What's going on?
I'm sorry, I sent it to Margaret to be edited and hadn't gotten it back yet, so I just turned it in. Frankly, I'm getting a little discouraged.
Well, don't get discouraged. Work on it with Daryl. He's a fine editor.
Why did my mouth just go dry? How about I work with Lucy?
No, I should keep you out of harm's way.
What did you think of it?
What do I think of it?
Yes.
Well, first you need to cut about 300 words.
300. Which 300?
The superfluous ones. You look shocked.
I always thought it was pronounced superfluous.
And you should start with your second paragraph, not your first. The action begins there.
Well, what do I do with the first paragraph?
Turn it into a lullaby because it put me to sleep.
Anything else?
You have to cut the word twixt.
What? You don't like Twixt? What's wrong with Twixt?
Use between.
Why?
Because a man wrote this, not Tinkerbell. And the second to last paragraph should be cut.
What? I cried when I wrote that.
Clearly, it's as purple as a baboon's butt.
Miss Murphy.
And it's true. Then there's this last sentence. Flows nicely, but I am curious. Why, Mr. Kane, would you use a word 99% of our readers would have to look up? ... the longing of the human heart and its search for propinquity.
I did that on purpose, man.
Why?
It's the only $5 word in the whole piece. And by using it, I get the impact of the ending twice. The reader lands on a striking word with elegant cadence. Propinquity. Then the reader goes to a dictionary. The longing of the human heart and its search for closeness.
I'll tell you what. If you can sway Daryl, you can sway me.
So there's hope.
Let's put it this way. No one has ever swayed Daryl.
Rise star, you shine for me.
Shine on and see through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. glad that Shane is here in the woods and not in our house.
Why? You wake the baby with your rent.
Thank God it's a boy. Lucy, who tempted Adam. Am I right, Alice? You bewitched him.
Mr. Murphy. Lady,
You came to see your grandson.
so this is the child.
Oh, isn't he beautiful?
Yes, he's fine looking.
We named him after his father. Isn't that right, little James? Where's Jimmy Ray? He's been here every day cooing over his boy.
He's on there to Durham.
On Sunday. Stanford, did you come to see the baby?
You know I love children.
Now, this is a terrible and tragic situation that must be salvaged.
Fortunately, there is a solution.
I'm here to see that it is implemented. A legal and completely anonymous adoption.
What? No, that is not a solution.
A legal and completely anonymous adoption. That is the only solution.
I have the papers drawn up right
Did
here.
you know about this?
Somewhat.
I've spoken with Jimmy Ray, and he agrees.
He agrees.
He sure does.
I doubt that.
Now, you are not of age. Well, only your father has to give consent, while the true father in this situation is decidedly unclear.
You watch the way you talk about our daughter.
You must be reasonable.
Nobody is taking my baby.
Not in the way of life, but grow up with pride. Folks will laugh and talk behind his back if you bring home a bastard child.
You can't take it. He's my baby. You can't take my baby boy. Daddy, don't you live? Oh, don't live. You can't take my baby boy.
Don't be foolish, how could you come and do this? Don't you know what's best for him?
I know people wealthy and agreeable who would like to take him in.
You can't take him. No, don't take him. You can't take my baby boy. Daddy, don't you let him. Mama, don't let him. You can't take my
I'll take the baby to the state agency in Raleigh, that's it.
They've already been contacted.
No, you won't.
I'm doing what I think is best for our daughter.
No, Daddy, no.
Don't be selfish. Let me go and help him. Leave behind a world of shame. If he is ridiculed and they make fun of him in school, you'll only have yourself to blame.
Please don't take it. He's our grandson. Don't take it. He's our only one. Take my baby
Favor you, thank you later for making your life easier. paved their way for success. A man must provide for his family and ensure their happiness. How won't it be duped? Your young mother is confused. Imagine she could use my son. I won't let anybody stand in the way of the plans that I've made. Not anyone. A man has to gauge his backbone, stand up straight and strong. A man has to gauge his backbone and right what has gone wrong. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. What a man's gotta do. Got to. I won't let anybody stand in the way of the plans that I've made. Not even you. A man protects his family, shields them from all pain. A man protects his family and preserve his good name.
Boarding number 7, Raleigh, Charlotte, and Chapel Hill. Number 7, all aboard.
How you doing, Alan? I'm away from home. You always work as smart in this town, and Chapel Hill's a wonderful school, and you got scholarships. I came out with good. How is Daddy doing?
I know your father is a tender man. Right now he's searching the scripture to justify what he did, but the Bible's nothing fragile. How's Jimmy Ray?
Mama, he's gonna meet me in Raleigh as soon as I get settled, and we're gonna go find our baby.
That'll be a joyous day for all of us.
Lonely, broken feeling, lonely to my soul. I had it all here in my arms. I knew the joy of true love. I had it all, then joy. Now I all alone. So long, sweet embraces. So long, summertime.
You got to fight, you got to stay. I'm never gonna stay down. You got the night, you got the day.
I got the old dark cloud.
The sun is gonna shine again. The sun is gonna shine again. The sun is gonna shine again. The sun is gonna shine again.
Long time I've been waiting, a long time, long enough.
You got the power,
Shouldn't be drinking.
Something's got to calm my agitation.
You should be lying down. Here's your medicine. Stop.
There's no doubt about it, when yells a sunflower. It's the poison my liver blades tell me it's a swift fang.
Maybe not.
Suitcase. Where you headed?
Chapel Hill.
Overnight?
Maybe more. Maybe a week or more.
Who's gonna take care of me?
I've arranged.
You take care of me! The son takes care of the father the same way the father took care of the son.
I'll be back.
What's in Chapel Hill? Business, I hope.
Well, what do you think?
What? That girl that almost ruined you? Trouble once is trouble always.
She and I are bonded, and we have a child out there somewhere. Together, maybe we can find him and lay claim.
Huh?
Oh, why not? You'd be surprised what can be accomplished when you actually
Never
put down
find
your
that child.
What do you mean?
You're still holding that suitcase, Jimmy Ray. That's better. I took care of my son that night. I made everything right for you so you could go into the world without encumbrance.
That adoption should have been my decision.
There was no adoption.
What are you talking about?
I cleansed you as sure as I was dipping you in baptismal water.
Oh, is this the liquor talking?
No one knew the mayor on that train. I got on in Ryan County, just a businessman passing through. But not with papers in a suitcase, no, something better. Something better to relocate.
What? What'd you have?
Had me a baby in that suitcase.
What do you mean? What did you do?
As a cross towards the far end of the column, where it's just me, the creature, and the climber of the track. Stepped out between the cars. And as I crossed over the river, I flung it high into the air. I've heard of evil in the world, but you and I are flesh and blood. He was just a baby. He was my son.
Chance for happiness and all our hopes and dreams. I'll never get to see his face or know the boy he'd be. I can never go see her again, never look into her eyes again. I could never tell her why. How could she ever love me now? heartbreaker. Look at what you've done to me. You destroyed me. I can never go see her again. I could never hurt her with all this. I could never tell her lies. You may as well have murdered me when you cast him away that night. All I have to live for has died. I can never go see her again. Never hold her in my arms again. I could never break her heart.
Whoa! I gave Miss Murphy one of my humor pieces.
Oh, great, Daryl. What did she say?
She said she really liked it and asked if I could turn it into a humor piece. Well, look who walked in. Do you think he knows this place sells intoxicating beverages?
I say he's lonely. Let's go find out. Well, boy meets girl. This calls for a slow gin fizz.
It does?
It does.
I'll have one.
Have you had one before?
I've seen photos.
So, you lonely since you've been here?
Well, every evening I have a date with my typewriter.
Well, that's not comforting. This is what a real person feels like.
That does feel real.
There's more where that came from.
Don't drink them both, Lucy.
How's it taste?
It's sweet and tart at the same time.
Just like Lucy.
It's called a slow gin fizz, but you don't have to drink it slow.
You are a modern woman, Lucy.
A bit.
You want to be a writer?
Better than that. I want to be a censor.
A censor. Why a censor?
When I was 12, I gave my father a Raymond Chandler mystery novel. I was watching him read it, and suddenly, his face was the color of a rose. He set the book face down, called for my mother, took her into another part of the house, and shut the door. I went over to see what he had just read, and right there in the middle of the page was the word brassiere. I thought this must never happen again. And so now, a few nights a week, I take myself home, make myself a Manhattan, and search for hidden erotic content. Would you like to do that with me sometime?
Well,
What? You got a girl back home?
well, I don't know.
Well, don't take her to Asheville.
Why not?
Because country girls flatten out under the city lights. Another round.
Really?
You heard the lady.
Lady, please. Not on a Friday night. All the love I'm up to my elbows, breaking away on the night of the night. I'm not gonna waste away at home, hit the town every Friday night. Pour me another round, pour me another round. Pour me another round.
Let's get on the bar, make me feel so fine. I like hard liquor, it hits me quicker.
Come on, Hayes Creek!
Let's get on the bar, make me feel so fine. I like hard liquor, it hits me quicker. Shot of whiskey, got me feeling frisky. How about a rum Coca-Cola with the extra added bonus of a soda with a little kick? How about a rum Coca-Cola with the extra added bonus of a soda with a little kick? I was feeling lonesome and homesick down in Jack and dubious. I've discovered what does the trick. Bartender, give me some more of that. Pour me another round. 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 Pour me another round.
I asked to see you, Mr. Kane, because Mr. Ames put your propinquity piece on my desk. He seems to think it's ready.
Ready.
We are publishing it next month.
You are?
We are.
Miss Murphy, would it be alright if I were to jump for joy?
May.
Yahoo!
Is that the best you can do?
One more time, Yahoo!
Miss Murphy?
Thank you, Daryl! Ugh, down, boy!
Just here to remind you that you have a train to catch.
You're leaving?
I'm going to Raleigh on some long overdue personal business.
With a stop in Zebulon to see family. Here are your tickets.
Miss Murphy, that train runs right through Hayes Creek. I could take you there and show you some of the places I've been marked about.
Well, I've done it for other riders. Mr. Ames had Lucy put that on my itinerary.
Oh, she's going to be a little late today. She's feeling under the weather.
Is that in quotes?
Very.
I'm afraid that's my fault. Me and Lucy went to the Shiny Penny last night and had a bit of a flat doodle.
You love to pull words out of your hat. I have the same habit.
I get that from my mother.
I get that from my desperate need for attention.
Well, I've got a little bit of that too.
Have you started anything new?
I have, and I find I'm writing more and more about home.
Mr. Kane, it would be easier to get Lincoln off the face of Mount Rushmore than to get home out of the heart of a Southern rider. I'll see you in Hayes Creek. And congratulations. Now, are these all the files from May 15th, 1924?
They are. The laws are changing this year. These files won't be open any longer. Would you like me to help you search? Again?
That would be so kind. The baby was wearing
I know. A blue sweater.
maybe in one of these
These
photos.
photos are in black and white, Miss Murphy. Maybe he wasn't dropped off in Raleigh. You should be checking some of the surrounding areas. Charlotte has an agency.
He was dropped off here. puzzle I should have sorted out before.
Dearie, wait for Mama. I'll go on ahead. We'll just walk and meet you there.
The sun does shine in Raleigh.
Hello, Jimmy Ray.
Alice? Young Alice?
Not so young.
Young forever in my memory.
This is your home. It's nice.
Well, I worked hard over the years,
Those your kids?
in a way. They're my sister's kids.
You married?
No, I never married. Close a couple of times.
I guess I would have heard. I followed you.
I know you never married. I paid attention. You did well in Asheville. I had a few trips up there. I looked up at your building. I never went in though.
Why not?
Well, because you moved on. You published Carson McCullers, Adora Whaley.
You have been paying attention.
I always paid attention to you, Alice. If I didn't, well, I knew I was in trouble.
We were so young.
We were. But I wonder, often, was I old enough to have behaved differently? Better?
Yes. When I came to Raleigh today, it was not my intention to see you. I was over at the Hall of Records, the same woman who's been there for 20 years. And I asked her if anyone else had come looking for the whereabouts of our child. And she said not one. Not one person, not you.
I didn't, Alice.
And you never came to see me. Why?
Alice, it's better to hope or to know.
Please.
When my father died, we found out it was he who had funded your scholarship
Why?
to get you out of town. Guilt.
Guilt?
Alice, on the train to Raleigh, somewhere in the night, my father took our son and threw him off the train into the river below. Rolling like a river, peaceful, wild and free. I had a vision of how our life would go. A happy little family playing on the chords. If I could lift this veil of darkness, if I could see my way back to you, I have been blinded. All the lights are dim, blinded by someone. I can't speak for him.
Max. How can I help you?
I'm a little early. I'm walking in home after the bookstore closes.
Well, guess what? We just closed. May I help you? Well,
Happy to see me?
for a writer, you're not very good at reading people. What are you doing here?
Margot, you're the first person I wanted to tell. I'm going to be published in the Asheville Southern Journal.
What? Wow! That is some damn news.
My.
What is it, Billy?
I think I've seen you in a new way.
What do you mean?
Margot, since I came back from the war, many things have changed in my life.
Of course.
But some things have remained constant. You know, family, this place, Hayes Creek. But one thing has been both constant and changing, and I wonder, how is that possible?
Well, anything's possible with people. What is it?
Us.
There's an us?
There is, if you want there to be.
I don't know. Never thought of you that way.
We're supposed to be together. I feel it way down deep in my soul. We're never meant to be apart. I keep it here inside my heart. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will.
We're supposed to be together, it's true. I've had my doubts, but none about you.
We're never meant to be apart. I love you now, I have these scars.
Always have, always will, always, always, always will.
I always have, always will, always, always, always will. Margot, I have a confession to make. When I was in Asheville, I kissed a girl.
Oh! What was it like?
Have you ever kissed a chicken?
Yes.
How long has it been since I kissed you?
12 years. And that was on a dare. You ran like a rabbit.
Believe it or not, I am shaking now like I was that day. We're never meant to be apart. I love you now, I have all the stars. I always have, always will, always, always, always will.
Anybody home?
Well, child, just as promised.
We're almost the same age now.
I'm staying a bit ahead of you. Sorry to see you, darling. Didn't know if I was going to visit anymore.
Daddy, how can you say that?
For years, reasonableness has laid its hand on my shoulder. And things I've done in the past don't quite stand up like they used to. You want a glass of water?
Got
Got any of that hooch?
I do. How long can you stay?
Just one day.
Just one day, darling. It's a short time to stay alone.
Mama here?
She's at the neighbors. She'll be back. But I'm glad to have you here alone. I can talk to Mama, but not about certain things.
Sounds like you've been making words, Daddy.
You've got to around here. And trees. Some nights it's so quiet you can hear a leaf fall. You can tell the color of that leaf just by the tiny crisp crack that it makes as it lands on the ground.
I know that feeling. Sometimes I hear the fiddlers in town, and I know they're playing the sound at the window of the lakes back home. What kinds of things can't you talk to Mama about?
Certainly not about things that occurred 23 years ago.
No. Not about things that occurred 23 years ago.
That had to be the most painful day of your life.
No, Daddy.
It was, wasn't it, sweetheart?
Yes.
Well, shame could never equal pain. I don't know how you feel. Because what I did that day made it the most shameful day of my life.
Thank you, Daddy.
I believe that was the last day my own daddy still had a hold of me. I felt after that. Let me purge him from me. Alice, I don't ask for forgiveness.
Oh, Daddy, I forgive
No.
you.
Alice, cannot even forgive myself. I wonder what happened to the boy. Do you know, Alice?
I do, Daddy. He was adopted by a good family in California and raised with very much love. He's educated, successful, and he's a fine young man.
That's all I wish for him all along.
Maybe your wishes made it so. Sun is gonna shine again. Sun is gonna shine again. Your daddy knows we're coming?
He sure does. Hey, Daddy, it's Billy. Hey, put your pants on. There's a lady present. All right, I will.
Hello there, son. I still salute you.
Daddy, this is Miss Murphy.
I know all about you. We're standing on the wrong side of the porch.
Want a knee high?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Miss Murphy, there's a barber shop in Hayes Creek with your magazine stacked on the setting. We're readers here.
And Billy will be published in its next issue.
I heard. Really would have been so pleased to know that.
Mary Lee?
That's my mother.
Thank you, son. Billy, you know you got some shirts and pants here. You ought to take them all over to your new place.
I could use them, Daddy.
There must be some wonderful stories about your wife, Mr. Kane. Maybe Billy should write about her?
Oh, no. Better choose from the whole town with our array of canned and scoundrels.
Look what I found. My old mail order plaid, still good, and my old fishing vest.
Let me go get you something to put them in, Miss Murphy.
How do you like it here?
Oh, it's lovely, Billy. Reminds me of Zebulon in some ways. You must find some wonderful repose here, Mr. Kane.
I do. Miss Murphy?
I'm sorry. sorry, Mr. Kane. Your wife must have died young. Billy's only 23.
Mary Lee passed away last year at the age of 65. She had Billy late in life, which is a rarity around these parts where everybody's married and bearing kids before they can learn to ride a bike. Hey, Billy, you got a box of things in the shed.
Oh, I don't want to take up Miss Murphy's time with that, but I found a good pair of boots and, well, a baby sweater. I'm going to show this to Margot. What is it?
I know this sweater. I know this suitcase.
How?
My life was born away from me in it.
Miss Murphy, you say you've seen the sweater before.
I made it.
I knew this day would come.
It's you who has the story, isn't it, Mr. Kane? It's you.
What are you two talking about, Daddy?
You see, Billy, one day I went out frog gigging, and I went a little further down the river than I usually go. Now, where are you, fat ones? Me and Mary Lee gonna have you for dinner. There you are, Mr. Toad. Darn it! You made me lose Mr. Ink, my big toe! I hear you over there. Somebody over there? Anybody over there? Goodness gracious. Lord. Oh, Lord, little Moses. Little Moses and rushes. Things and bruises. You're in a heap of trouble, little fella. Come on. Let's go get you fixed up. You came from the sky. It's the Lord's will that will raise you. You came from that train. And somebody did want you.
So familiar, I could feel ya when you came through the door. So peculiar, like I knew ya somewhere before. You're mine, baby. How can this be? You're my sweet baby. Come back to me. So familiar, I could feel you here in my heart. So peculiar, like I knew you right from the start.
I am sorry, Miss Murphy, but my mother is buried just beyond this cabin.
Billy! Billy!
As the sky was darkening through years
At last, at last, at last, at long last, the answer to a mother's prayer, healing of my heart's despair, a burden no longer to bear. At last, fountain in the square, filled with flashing colors, wishes in the water. Oh, would find my boy at last. Something always told me it's hard for this. Love is coming home. At last, at blessings are critical, truly it's a miracle. Faith is more than hope secured. At last, hallelujah, hallelujah, it's the day I've waited for. It's the day I've waited for. It's the day I've waited for. At
Where is she? She's an hour and a half late. This is not like her.
She got a notice from the post office that there's been a special delivery letter.
They can send the notice. Why can't they just send the letter?
She went over there with Jimmy Ray to pick it up.
She's pretty cozy with Jimmy Ray.
He's pretty attractive, don't you think?
Lucy, I don't know to tell if a guy's attractive or not.
Yes. Yes.
You gotta read the next line.
Oh, Daryl, this is the funniest thing I've ever read. We've got to run it in our humor column right away.
What is it?
Oh, it's a hilarious piece by a writer I've never even heard of. Lillian Jones?
Lillian Jones? Congratulations, Daryl!
What?
Lillian Jones is my new pen name.
Good for you.
Miss Murphy, you have been on a tear lately.
Yes, you have. Miss Murphy, maybe Frank.
Well, it'll take a little while getting used to calling you that, but sure.
What's come over you? I really miss the dark layer of gloom that you bring to work with you every single day.
Everyone's gonna find out eventually. Years ago, I had a child.
Daryl, you owe me $5.
Well, I found out he's alive and well and raised by another family. He's a fine young man, and it turns out he works for me.
Works for? Oh my God, it's Daryl!
It's Billy.
When's the last time you spoke with him?
I already found out. A month now. He hasn't written or called, but these things take time, don't you think?
I'm thinking of taking a trip just to lay eyes on him. I don't think I'd know him if I saw him.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Hello.
Hello. Billy. Billy Kane.
You are a handsome young boy. You take after your father. And that would be me.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Lucy, shall we go look for that pencil box?
The missing pencil box. Yes.
Now where is that pencil box?
Miss Murphy, I came to apologize.
Oh, you don't need to apologize.
No, I do. What I did that night was selfish. I thought so much about how I was affected, but it wasn't just me, it was every one of us.
Oh, Billy.
So I went to the side of my real birth. Small cabin in the woods.
How did you find it?
Your father loves you very much. He told me the story of that awful night and how I was torn from your arms. And I learned then that truth walks among us like a shadow. One day, it merges with us. Till then, we are not truly whole.
Billy, you are no doubt your mother's son.
And Lucy, I came to apologize to you as well. Perhaps I was a little misleading.
Well, we can start fresh.
Hi everyone, I'm Margot. I'm Billy's fiance.
You are? Well, thanks for letting me know.
Alex, are you going to the wedding?
Well, of course I am. He's my son.
Not theirs. Ours.
Lucy, put getting married on my calendar.
Now that's the Miss Murphy we all know and love.
I have a vision of how our life will be, rolling like a river, peaceful, wild and free.
I had a vision of how our life will go. All of our kids singing while you play piano.
And Lucy and I are also getting married. We're not, but wouldn't that have been great?
Love